COVID cases are climbing. What medical professionals are seeing now with this latest surge that they say is unusual. And fighting obesity, the new website designed to make weight loss drugs more accessible. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Agent Arambulo in for Robin Winston. And chances are you know someone who has COVID right now or maybe a bad cough that just won't go away. Right now, the U.S. is facing its biggest COVID surge since Omicron. And the CDC says we'll likely see even more cases over the next couple of months. COVID hospitalizations climbed by nearly 17% in recent days. And California is among the states with the highest respiratory virus activity. NBC4 medical expert nurse Alice Benjamin says her emergency room is full of patients with flu-like symptoms and upper respiratory issues that linger for weeks.
We used to think of respiratory illnesses, by day 14, it should have run its course and it's gone. That is not the case these days. These viral illnesses are lasting anywhere, typically I'm seeing 4 to 6 weeks.
The CDC says vaccination rates for the flu, COVID, and RSV remain low, and this could mean more severe and longer illnesses into January, especially after all those family gatherings and travel during the holidays. Well, time is running out to apply for rent relief in LA County. Mom and pop landlords have until January 12th to apply for help. The $68 million rent relief program is designed to help ease the economic impacts of the pandemic for property owners who have tenants who have fallen behind on rent payments. Qualified landlords could receive up to $30,000 per unit, and that's for expenses dating back as far as April of 2022. Google says the top search trends right now are all about New Year's resolutions. Some big ones include healthier habits. Searches for gym memberships have also spiked along with healthier breakfasts. Another popular trend is about saving money. People are searching for ways to save on groceries and rent and even some apps to help them stay on a budget. But from search trends, people remain a bit skeptical about their own abilities to stick with the resolution.
One of the trends that caught my attention we're seeing the question, what percentage of resolutions fail, trending right now. So it sounds like folks are worried that they won't make it the full 12 months. We do have some tips for folks to help keep those goals.
Google has an AI tool called Bard to help you stay on track with your resolutions. If you're trying to work out more, it can help you with a workout routine that fits with your specific schedule. It can also help you find recipes and meal prep for healthier diets. All right, let's get an update on our weather with meteorologist Melende Leon.
Well, we're going to start out the weekend with cool temperatures and sunny skies. Mostly in the 60s, colder in the mountains in the 40s. But then we have changes on Sunday. Look at the cold temperatures, highs only in the 50s with a chance for some snow and light rain. Here's the reason why. We're going to have a storm system that drops out of the Pacific Northwest and positions itself over the Four Corners. We're going to be on the backside of the system late Saturday into Sunday, and that's where we're going to see the changes. Now, here's what you can expect. This system is going to bring us less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. It's not really going to bring a whole lot of moisture. The snow level will be lower, a few inches of snow possible in higher elevations and possibly a dusting at the Grapevine. This is going to be more of a wind maker, very strong and cold winds that are going to be widespread, affecting us mostly on Sunday with gusts that could reach speeds up to 60 and 70 miles per hour.
And we are following two really scary attacks in Long Beach. One of them caught on surveillance video. It shows a woman walking on 21st and Locust Thursday, pushing a stroller, when all of a sudden a man comes up from behind with her and hits her with a metal pipe. A similar attack happened to another woman nearby several hours later. Both women were treated for their injuries at hospitals, and police believe the same man is responsible for both attacks. Now, families making a desperate plea to identify the gunman who shot and critically injured a father during a road rage incident on the 5 on New Year's Eve. The victim's daughter says her parents were on the 5 in Norwalk when someone cut them off, nearly causing a crash. She says her dad honked the horn and the other driver got angry. And then moments later, that man caught up to him and shot her father. The bullet went right through his armpit, hitting an artery and shattered his collarbone.
My dad's such a strong man. Like I said, he talks a lot. He loves talking. It's like, and to see him tubed up and not even say a word right now, it hurts. I still can't comprehend how someone feels okay with doing that.
The family has set up a GoFundMe account to help pay for the medical expenses. Police believe the shooter was driving a gray Honda SUV. A Metro bus driver was attacked in Burbank. It happened the day after Christmas, but information about it is just being released now. Police arrested a suspect the same day of the assault. Now, we talked with the driver who didn't want his face shown. He said he's not surprised that his coworker was attacked.
You've been attacked before, too?
Yes.
How many times?
Oh, many. More than 10. People throw hot coffee on my face, spit on my face, punch in my face.
It's been a series of recent violent crimes involving Metro. 3.5 weeks ago, a man stabbed and killed a 27-year-old on a Metro train in South LA. And then just days ago, a 29-year-old man was shot and killed near Hyde Park Metro station. Well, 4 years after his death, we're getting a look at unsealed documents tied to a lawsuit involving Jeffrey Epstein. They include references to well-known public figures, politicians, and celebrities. NBC's Laura Jarrett went through the documents and has more.
For the first time, hundreds of court records tied to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, now made public. The more than 900 pages of materials previously deemed confidential includes references to familiar names, from politicians to celebrities, many of them previously linked to Epstein before his suicide in 2019. Former President Bill Clinton and Donald Trump mentioned in deposition transcripts. Both have denied any wrongdoing. In one, a woman who once worked for Epstein recalled he spoke to her about Clinton, saying Epstein told her one time, quote, that Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. A spokesman for Clinton referred NBC News to a prior statement from 2019, saying he had not spoken to Epstein in over a decade and was unaware of Epstein's crimes. The same woman says Epstein once suggested calling Trump for an outing in Atlantic City. Other prominent names also littered throughout the documents, including the late pop star Michael Jackson and magician David Copperfield, mentioned as being at Epstein's house in Palm Beach, Florida, according to one survivor who says Copperfield asked, quote, if I was aware that girls were getting paid to find other girls. He did not immediately return a request for comment. All of the details contained in the official court records from a civil suit filed by Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre against Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime girlfriend and accomplice, who is currently behind bars for sex trafficking. Giuffre reiterated in her now unsealed deposition she was directed to have sex with Britain's Prince Andrew, something he has repeatedly denied. The two later settled a separate sex abuse lawsuit. Giuffre telling Savannah in 2019,
how did this happen for so long?
Sigrid McCauley, Giuffre's attorney, says her client supports the documents being made public, and they only begin to scratch the surface.
We learn more each time about how this sophisticated trafficking operation happened for so many decades and how many people were involved. It was vast, it was significant, and it harmed literally hundreds of young women.
Well, dozens of volunteers put together 5,000 food packages for seniors and children facing food insecurity across LA County. The World Mission Society Church of God led the initiative to combat post-New Year food shortages at the regional food bank. The organization says this post-holiday season is a critical time of year because they see a significant decline in donations and volunteers.
We want to help people. So we're here today helping eliminate world hunger, whatever we can do. So 100 volunteers are here packaging food to make sure that people in LA County, children and senior citizens, have that need.
Now, this event contributes to the global effort to achieve zero hunger. There's a groundbreaking new effort to combat obesity in the U.S. allows patients to buy weight loss drugs directly from the drug company and get it delivered to their homes. But is it safe? NBC's Maggie Vespa has details.
A new frontier in America's battle against obesity. Pharmaceutical giant Eli Lilly launching Lilly Direct, a one-stop shop website where users can find a doctor or telehealth provider and get some prescription medicines shipped to their door. A variety of medications will be available, but analysts say one of the fastest sellers will be the company's weight loss crown jewel, Zepbound. It's the latest weight loss drug in a $6 billion industry that Eli Lilly CEO Dave Ricks says should be accessible to people everywhere.
Obviously, there are going to be questions from people about safety, oversight. Can you explain the role of physicians?
Yeah, it's a critical part of how the site works. These drugs need to be used under the supervision of a physician, and we're just offering more choice in that regard.
Some critics have concerns. One is that easier access could mean more abuse by those who just want to lose a few pounds. Another is the motive behind direct access.
They're trying hard to make sure that you can find a path to something that they absolutely want to sell you. That creates at least the appearance of conflict of interest.
This is about patient success. Our sales will be the same either way, whether we sell it to CVS or Walgreens or sell it on our website.
Eli Lilly is the first pharmaceutical company to allow direct sales, but there have been other attempts to make these drugs more widely available. Weight Watchers acquired a telehealth company so customers can more easily get prescriptions. Novo Nordisk also offers a savings program for their drugs Ozempic and Wegovy. And there are ongoing efforts by Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk to make these drugs in oral versions as well as an easier alternative to the current injectables. Lynn Fenlison says she could have used other options after feeling dismissed by her doctor when she tried to question her weight loss medication.
I told my physician I had heard a lot about Mounjaro. My physician just made an offhand joke that he had someone he knew who had taken the drug Mounjaro, and that was sort of the end of the conversation.
I think a lot of people think of obesity as an issue of willpower. It's not. 40% of adult Americans have excess weight or obesity. That's a big number.
Lynn, who has been overweight her entire life, eventually got her medication adjusted. She's lost 65 pounds so far.
At the correct dosage, it shuts off the constant thought of food. I feel like a normal person for the first time.
The iconic Sweethearts candy is leaning into the current dating trends, celebrating with a limited edition situationship hearts ahead of Valentine's Day. These hearts are intentionally misprinted with blurry, hard-to-read messages, perfect for those relationships where you're not quite sure where you stand romantically. You're more than just friends, but other than that, there are no labels or exclusivity. Research from Tinder revealed that young singles considered a situationship to be a legitimate relationship status, and that more people are interested in enjoying the process, not so much concerned about the outcome. The word was ranked in the top 4 terms considered for the Oxford University Press's 2023 Word of the Year, and now there's a candy for it. All right, you can always get news, weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. That's where we bring you all of the day's headlines. Thanks again for watching The Rundown.